Hey everybody, I'm Dave Pilkey, the creator of Captain Underpants. When I was a kid, I loved to pick out my own books and read for fun. Even though I had dyslexia, I still knew that reading opened up valuable universes filled with humor and adventure. Unfortunately, many of the adults in my life looked down on my choices. They thought my selections were frivolous, with very little substance and no educational value whatsoever. And they said things like,
"Can't you find something more substantial?"
and
"That's not in your reading level. Don't you already have enough books like that?"
Even though I think they were trying to be helpful, to me it sounded more like criticism, like my choices were stupid or childish, and to be honest, it made me want to stop reading altogether and go find something else to do. Back then, those adults were not aware of the research that would be done about the power of choosing your own books and reading just for fun. They didn't know that kids who regularly read for fun are more likely to excel in vocabulary, spelling, and math. And students who choose what they read tend to be more motivated, read more, and show greater language and literacy development. Today we have the research that shows all those things and more. We know that when it comes to kids and reading, there is no such thing as a guilty pleasure. So spread the word. Choosing your own books and reading for fun is good for the brain. And if it becomes a habit, it can be life-changing. Just one more reason why reading gives you superpowers.
Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Again, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well, and greetings and salutations to all you brothers out there kicking this truth and sincerity. Brother Karajas Ashamar from Dallas, just here with another quick lesson, man. Lesson really came in my spirit because, the problem with Israel, man, as a whole, and even within our small cosmos, Jake don't like to read, man. You know what I'm saying? You look at the elders. You even look at just people in the world. You know what I'm saying? That are of Israel, man. And they don't like to do any type of research. They like everything to be kind of, put out there for them so they can be like, oh, this is this, and this is that. You know what I mean? And we have the beauty of the internet and the unicorn, and the internet is actually brought out, to people that, Esau is the white man, you know what I mean? And a lot of people know a lot of different things, and there's a lot of different people that have different understanding about knowledge and this, that, and the third. But the main reason that people don't really understand this truth, one, the Lord didn't put it in them. Two, if you do have understand this truth, but you're trying to hit the next level, the one thing you got to do is read, man. So we're going to read this here in Revelation 1 and 3. It said, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of his prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." Okay? They always say that, you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. You know what I mean? And people don't understand this word because they're going off of traditions of men. They're going off of whatever they see. You know what I mean? Like the brother was talking about at camp, when he was talking about Halloween, and when he went to his pastor before he came in the truth, why do we celebrate that? He was like, oh man, that takes deep research. We're gonna get back with you, because our people are lazy, man, and we can't be in that spirit if we're trying to, grow from glory to glory and be the men of the Lord. You have to really understand, if you're chosen to be a man of the Lord, especially when that flood comes, there's going to be people looking to you, man, like, hey, what happens next? What's up with this? What's up with that? And you're going to have to be able to navigate yourself through the scriptures. The elder's not going to be there for you. Your camp leader not going to be there. He may or may not be there for you. You don't know if you even going to have a sword when they, when Esau come and take you up, or when they tell you to get the chip or get the hell out of Dodge. You don't know how it's going to happen. All right. But you got to try to keep this word in your spirit, keep this word in your mind. You know what I mean? And the way you do that is you read, man. All right? You have to read consistently. You have to be diligent in your cause. You have to be diligent in your vocation. Okay? I know, we watch the videos of the elders, and those are awesome teachings, but really, when you're watching the elders, man, it's like watching Sports Center. They're only giving you the highlights, man. If you really want to see what really happened, you have to experience it for yourself. It's just like, I had a friend that went to a college game one time, and I was talking to him because I saw the game on ESPN, and I was like, man, bro, man, you were at that game. That was awesome, man. Like, what was it like, man? All those overtimes and all that, this, that, and the third. He was like, oh, man, you had to be there, man. It was just, I couldn't even explain it. And that's what this is with this truth. All right. You hear the elders, giving out scriptures, and you're not supposed to be a parrot and just go on the street corner with that knowledge. You're supposed to dive into it yourself, man. And you get the experience from that story, and you have your own personal thoughts and viewpoints and perspective that the Lord is put you on with based on the level that you're on because you read. You know what I mean? So Jake has to really just be more conscious and just give more thought to these scriptures, man, and start diving into them. Just get into it. It don't Esau teach you to start from Genesis and go to Revelation. Nah, man, just start where the Spirit leads you. And then what you'll start to understand is once you start reading, you'll start finding out what you're into. You got certain brothers that's into history. You got certain brothers that's into prophecy. You got certain brothers that's into languages, in the Hebrew. You got certain brothers that's into the gifts and the operations and the order. You know what I mean? But you have to read to find out what it is that the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah is giving you as a gift. Okay? It's just like it says in Sirach 2. He's gonna break you down to make sure that that you're worthy of this cause. He's not just gonna give you his secrets, man. You gotta work for him. But it tells you right there, it's very simple and plain. Blessed are those that read, man. Stop trying to be on a level of an elder because you watched a Breaking Strongholds video and you want to come on the street corner and regurgitate what you said. Go and find out for yourself. All right, be like a Berean. Check it. You know what I mean? Make sure that it is what it is based on what you understand. All right, with the small little faith and understanding the Lord is giving you, because it tells you, man, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. When all the hell breaks loose, man, I mean, you pray to be around the brothers, but you don't know what's gonna happen, man. And the things that you are studying right now, man, we're just in a what do you call it? We're just in the season right now. We're not in the playoffs yet, man. We're not in the playoffs, all right? But you know what happens in the playoffs, man? You start predicting who gonna make it and who not gonna make it, and then before you know it, man, you start putting your bracket together. You're like, oh man, I thought this person, that's what's gonna happen with this truth, man. And one of the things that's gonna keep you, on the straight and narrow as far as getting to that ship, metaphorically speaking. What's gonna keep you going to that ship, man, is you having an understanding, man, and being sincere about it, man. Not just reading to be on a level to go and break somebody else down and talk crazy about them, or try to come on the street corner and make a scoffer look stupid. You know what I mean? Because that's not what this is about. You got to cast that net out there. You got to teach, man. All right, it ain't about all this scoffing and knowing as much as you know. It's about applying these scriptures to your daily life. Whatever day you go out there, Friday, Saturday, that's the easy part, man. Going and cussing these devils out, and they don't know about what being a Gentile is and all that. That's easy, man. But understanding and making those decisions when nobody's watching, man, that's what the real test is, man. All right, and we haven't been tested yet, but we're gonna be tested. We're gonna see who, we're gonna separate the boys from the men. You know what I'm saying? So, just a quick lesson, man, for brothers to be encouraged to read. Coming up on levels on your own, man. Don't depend on your camp leaders. Don't depend on your elders. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, depend on them, but at the same time, have a balance to depend on yourself, man. If the Lord gave you the understanding that you're a man of the Lord, and you know the name of the Lord, man, you could be one of those great men. You might want to look into this thing and research it for yourself and find out, see what's what. All right? And with that, I want to say, all praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Shalom.